Hello, this is Sarah Banchevsky, Data Manager with CPCQC, and I'm going to give you a short overview of how to access your data dashboard from our website. So just to start off, I will note that this is a different login than doing your engagement platform login or your REDCap login to enter data. This is to view the data that you've entered into REDCap in a visual dashboard form with lots of lovely graphs to make sense of your data. So this lives on our website, cpcqc.org, and you will come here and then go to the dashboards button. I'm going to go ahead and log out so you can see that when you come to dashboards, you'll have this login option. You will need an account created for WordPress, which is where our website, that's how it's built. So you'll need a WordPress account that you can get by emailing data@cpcqc.org. Let me know your preferred email, the hospital you're with, and the QI program that you're in. And assuming that you are part of the data team unit that has permission to have the dashboard, I'll get you set up with your account and you will log in here. You will then have access to the dashboards that your hospital is participating in and that you've been given permission to. You will have Turning the Tide and or SOAR. Spark is here as a placeholder, but we're going to ignore that. That dashboard is actually going to be built elsewhere, so we're going to ignore that for now. Let's say that you came in to look at your Turning the Tide data. You can click on the picture anywhere over here, and it will bring you to the dashboard. We recommend viewing it in full screen, which is at this bottom right here. I'll also note that you won't have this tab, Hospital Select. I'm seeing that because I'm an administrator. And the way I have this set up right now is we're going to be viewing data across all hospitals. The way you'll see it is you will view data for your particular hospital that you enter data for. If you enter data for more than one hospital, you'll see actually multiple hospitals that you can select from a drop-down. That will look like this, the hospital display button. You'll click here and the drop-down will show you your hospital options to select from and view. This date range filter is important. You'll want to make sure that we drag this all the way to the right. Sometimes it doesn't show by default the most recent data depending how it was last saved. So pull this all the way to the right so we can see all the data. And now I'm going to go ahead and use this see in full screen mode. Before I do that though, I want to show you that you can also click on this button here and save an image, a PDF, or a PowerPoint. And that can be helpful to share this information with other people in your unit or C-suite who may not necessarily want to log into the dashboard. You can select sheets from the workbook. So maybe you just want to see the screening rates and the follow-up care, or you can select all of it. Now I'm going to go ahead and expand it so you can see that this looks much nicer. It shows all of the visuals on the screen. And I'm not going to walk you through each tab. The purpose of this is really just to show you how to get in here to your dashboard. This is something you'll go over on a quarterly basis with your QI advisor, but we do recommend coming into the dashboard more often than that to check on the data that you've been submitting in REDCap, see what it looks like, look for patterns and trends, and do quality improvement work with your team. So this is here for you, available at any time. Again, if you need help accessing your dashboard, just email data@cpcqc.org and I will help get you set up. So that's Turning the Tide. It's very similar for SOAR. If you click on that, it's going to be kind of a similar layout. Again, you're not going to see this option. That's just for me. And here you're really just going to have your hospital or hospitals and the option to also select cohort totals so that you can compare to CPCQC overall, the state overall, and the state excluding CPCQC. Again, there's a lot of tabs across the top that show different data that you've entered into REDCap. For SOAR, there is also data being surfaced from CDPHE's vital statistics, so from the state. That's in your dashboard as well. I think that's about it for accessing your dashboards. Let me know if you need any help doing so. They live here on our website. You could probably bookmark this tab, might be a useful thing to do, and come and visit your dashboard whenever you need. I hope this was helpful.